Good evening, everyone. It's 8 p.m. Eastern Time. 8 p.m. Eastern Time in the United States of America and around the world in whatever time zone you're in. Welcome to the Talking with Tom Cut Off from Facebook show. And Dave is here from Florida. Hello, Dave. Nice to have you aboard. Thanks for checking in. I called quite a few people, Steve and Ethan Carlin, and a couple of other friends, and they are here. Greetings from Agawam, Massachusetts, Steve and Ethan Carlin. The Tom Coss Cut Off from Facebook show on YouTube. I don't get any trouble at all on YouTube. No trouble whatsoever. But Facebook, forget it. Dave says hello to Steve and Ethan in the Agawam, Massachusetts area. And Steve and Ethan says hello, Dave. Okay, well, at least we got 3 check-ins so far. Dave, Steve, and Ethan. Here's what happened. I was on Facebook and I sent a friend's request. And I got a notice that popped up on the screen and it says, "You have reached your limit for friends." But I only had 12 friends. 12 friends is all I had. That's not the limit. But anyways, it popped up on the screen that I reached my limit for friends. I went ahead and accepted the friend's request like I was intending to do. And next thing I knew, I was cut off. They shut me off completely. And they said, "We want to know if you're a real person or a robot." So what I had to do to determine that I was a real person, I had to first check, no, I am not a robot. So I did that. I checked that. No, I am not a robot. Then I had to enter a code number. So I copied the code number down, I entered it in, and I sent it. Then the next thing they wanted me to do was take a picture of me to prove that I was a real person. So it went 3, 2, 1, click, and my built-in webcam on my HP Chromebook laptop computer here took a picture of me and sent it to Facebook. They then sent me a notice that said, "It'll take 1 hour for us to determine if you're going back online or not. So please be patient and wait 1 hour." I waited the hour. I went back on and it said, "Sorry, but due to the Facebook standards, your Facebook page does not meet our standards. So we are cutting your Facebook page off." Not good. There was nothing wrong with my Facebook page. What standards are they talking about? Anyways, I talked to Crazy Dave on the phone. He had one similar problem a long time ago. He didn't use his complete real name. He used the name Crazy Dave. And I hope you don't mind me sharing this, Dave. But I felt I should share it because it's kind of similar to the problem I had. Not quite, but similar, where they cut you off from Facebook. Dave says, go for it. He used the name Crazy Dave, and that's all he used. Crazy, second word Dave, D-A-V-E. And he went to sign in on Facebook one day, and he found out he was cut off. And when he went to check out why he was cut off, they said, Crazy Dave is not a real name. We need your real name or you can't go back on again. So he changed Crazy Dave to his real name and they let him back on. Sort of a similar problem, but not quite as complicated as my problem. Thank you, Dave in Florida, for letting me share that information here on the program tonight with Steve and Ethan Carlin and everyone else that may be listening and viewing the program. Anyways, we were supposed to be on Facebook tonight, but Facebook has completely eliminated my page. And Rose is here. Good evening, Rose. Thanks for checking out YouTube due to the fact that I no longer have a Facebook page. And it says, hi, Tom, happy. Thank God it's Friday. Hello, everyone, from Rose in the New London, Connecticut area. Nice to have you aboard, Rose. I was just explaining to everyone what happened to me on Facebook, how they cut me off because they said my page did not meet the Facebook standards. I don't know what standards they're talking about, but everybody that I talked to, they said they saw absolutely nothing wrong with my Facebook page. And I'm sure you'll agree the same, Rose. You saw my Facebook page. What was wrong with it? Absolutely nothing. But apparently Facebook wanted me off. So they cut me off because I didn't meet the standards. Let's see. Steve and Ethan say maybe try using your name again with the year we graduated from the Connecticut School of Broadcasting in Hartford. That's an idea. I could try that. And Rose from the London, Connecticut area says there was absolutely nothing wrong with your page at all. Well, that's all good and fine, Rose, but that's not what Facebook said. They said that my page did not meet their standards, so they're going to have to shut it down, which is what they did. So I'm glad you got the news, Rose, that we're over here tonight on YouTube. I have absolutely no trouble whatsoever from YouTube. Everything goes fine. And Dave's from Florida says he'll be right back. He got a phone call. Okay, that's fine, Dave. We'll be here waiting for you. Everyone I talked to said my YouTube page was, my Facebook page was fine. Just like you said, Rose. And Rose says that's fine. Everything's okay. We'll just come here to YouTube. Well, it looks like that's what we're going to have to do. I'll be spending all my days on YouTube. That's what we're going to have to do, Rose. Unless by some miracle I can get back on Facebook. All set to do Facebook Live tonight. I was all excited about it, going back on again. And the this morning they shut me off. So that's the story. I'm trying to get back on. I sent them a note. I don't know if they're going to read it or what's going to happen. Steve and Ethan Carlin in Agawam, Massachusetts said that's horrible the way they treat you. Certainly is, Steve. I wish there was something we could do about it. I don't know why they're doing this to me. But seems like they just don't want me on Facebook, I guess. So they shut down my whole page totally and completely. But not a problem at all here on YouTube. It's completely different. I can do the show. I put it in my YouTube channel for everyone to see and watch. And everything's fine. Okay, before we get too carried away, I want to just give a shout out to my good friend Rockin' Ron Sedaley of funtowerradio.com, the hottest hits. Fun Tower Radio, FUNTOWERRADIO, funtowerradio.com, the hottest hits. Check it out with Rockin' Ron Sedaley and Michelle Russo, who does a show called Love Letters. Check out Love Letters. You'll be glad you did at funtowerradio.com. Okay. Steve and Ethan Carlin says, plus you have a good, clean show. Yes, I do. I try to watch my language, and it's a show that even children can watch if they want to. Okay, Dave from Florida is back with us after his phone call. Welcome back, Dave. Nice to have you back again. I was just mentioning Rockin' Ron Sedaley and Michelle Russo, who does Love Letters. Rockin' Ron Sedaley on funtowerradio.com, the hottest hits. And Dave said he was going to check it out for sure. It's a real great radio station on the internet, and I'm sure you'll enjoy it. Especially Love Letters with Michelle Russo, who does two-hour shows a week. So be sure and check it out. Okay, I don't know if anybody has any suggestions on what I should do. Maybe I should just scrap Facebook altogether. I hate to do that. I feel real bad. And, oh boy. Rose said, that's a shame about your Facebook page, Tom, because Carol from the Philippines said she was going to ask people to join your new page on Facebook. Oh, yeah. New friends. New friends on the Facebook page. Well, that's what I was doing. I answered a friend's request, Rose. And they wanted to know if I was a live person or a robot. So once they determined I was a live person, I had to check off I'm not a robot. Then I had to put in a code number and send it to Facebook. And then they wanted a picture of me. So they took my picture. They determined that I was indeed a real person. So what they did next is they said, give us 1 hour to check out your page and we'll have an answer for you. Well, guess what? 1 hour later, they had the answer and my Facebook page was removed. Gone with the wind. Goodbye, Facebook page. So don't try even looking for it because it's not there. And Rose says, holy mackerel, I never heard of that. Well, you heard of it now, Rose. Thank you very much, Dave in Florida, for saying I do a good show. I really appreciate that. I try my best. And I thank all you people because without people in the live chat, I mean, what kind of a show would I really have? Not much. So thank you, Ethan. Thank you, Steve Carlin and Ethan Carlin. Thank you, Rose from New London. Thank you, Dave from Florida. Thank you for your support. I really appreciate it very, very much. And looks like I'll be back on here again Wednesday at 8 p.m. 8 p.m. on Wednesday, the usual time. Was the friend's request I received a person I knew? I can't remember now. I'm not even sure if I remember the name because I got so shaken up by it. Yeah, that's a good point, Steve and Ethan Carlin. If it's somebody you do not know, they won't let you accept the friend's request on Facebook. And Steve is saying he wonders if it was a scam. It very well could have been a scam to get me off of Facebook. It could have been. They sent the friend's request. A scammer sent it. I accepted it. And Facebook rejected it. That could have been a scam for sure. Steve and Ethan Carlin in the Agawam, Massachusetts area. But I don't know for sure. I'm still trying to figure out what happened and what's going on. And if there's any way whatsoever, if I could get back on Facebook. I was really, really, really excited about doing Facebook Live again tonight. But after what happened this morning, it really upset my entire day. And I'm still very upset right now. Maybe a little cup of coffee would help. That's better. Coffee always helps, I guess, a little bit. I don't know what else to do. Yeah, that could have been a scam, Steve and Ethan Carlin. The friend's request could have been somebody making up a name, a fictitious name, not even a real name. And I went and accepted it. And that's when Facebook came right on and said, well, actually what they said is I have too many requests at this time. I only had 12 friends. And Steve Carlin, that is a very, very, very good idea. Steve said if someone sends him a friend's request, he looks it up first to find out if they're real or not. That is a fantastic idea before you accept the friend's request. I was kind of desperate because I was looking for friends because I only had 12 friends on my list. So I just automatically accepted it, which is not a good thing to do, I guess. And Dave says, yeah, it looks like you got hacked. Oh, some friends have no bio information or picture. That is true, Steve and Ethan. This one did have a picture. And Dave said he always checks first too before accepting the friends request. That's a very, very good idea, Dave. And Steve and Ethan. Check it out first. This one did have a picture. It had a name, it had a picture, and it looked totally legitimate to me, like there was nothing wrong with it. So I accepted it. And as soon as I did the accepting, that's when Facebook cut right in and wanted to know if I was a real person or a robot. And I did prove to them that I was a real person. And then they said, give us 1 hour to check out your Facebook page, which they did check out, and they said it did not meet their standards. Everybody that I talked to said, I looked at your page. I don't know what standards they're talking about. There was nothing wrong with your Facebook page. Oh, well, I don't know what else to do except hang out here on YouTube, I guess. That's about all I can do for now. Until something comes up where by some miracle I can get back on Facebook and do the Facebook Live show. But for now, I guess we'll be hanging out here on YouTube, who does not give me any trouble whatsoever. No trouble at all from YouTube. No scammers, no cutting me off, nothing. Everything goes fine here on YouTube. And Rose from New London, Connecticut says, I hope it works out another time. I'm hoping too, Rose, that things are going to work out and I can get back on Facebook. A lot of people were telling me, welcome back to Facebook. It's good to see you back on again. I got that from quite a few people who remember me from my old Facebook page. Now, what happened to the old Facebook page is I forgot my password. I couldn't remember my password. I tried every password I could think of, and I could not remember the password to get into the old Facebook page, which is still on there, by the way. It's still there. It's listed under Tom, T-O-M, Coss, C-O-S-S. I better not say that too loud because Facebook is probably going to take that down too before you know it. If I say it too loud, I don't want to give Facebook any ideas, but my old Facebook page is still there. The only thing is I can't get into it because I can't remember the passwords for the life of me. I cannot remember what they are. So what I did is I got back on Facebook and I started a brand new page. And instead of Tom Coss, I used Thomas, T-H-O-M-A-S, Coss, C-O-S-S. And that seemed to work up until this morning. So, let's see, you can try Thomas, then your middle initial, and then Coss. And the year we graduated, Connecticut School of Broadcasting, says Stephen Ethan Carlin. Yeah, I could try that, but then I got to start all over again. It'll be my third time starting over. But if I want to get back on, you got to do what you got to do, I guess. Don't forget my good friend Rockin' Ron Sedaley at funtowerradio.com, the hottest hits on the internet. Fun Tower Radio, FUNTOWERRADIO.com, the hottest hits with Rockin' Ron Sedaley. And check out Michelle Russo and Love Letters on funtowerradio.com on the internet. And you'll be glad you did. Yeah, once I get my head together, Steve, maybe I'll try Thomas, my middle initial, and last name Coss, C-O-S-S, with the year we graduated, Connecticut School of Broadcasting in Hartford. Steve, Carlin, and I are both graduates of the Connecticut School of Broadcasting. Dave says he tuned into Rockin' Ron Sedaley, and he's got a great show and great music. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it, Dave. I was going to say Crazy Dave, but no, I can say Crazy Dave on here. We're not on Facebook. We're on YouTube. YouTube's not going to cut anyone off. Steve and Ethan Carlin in Massachusetts says, give it a shot. I will definitely think about doing that once I calm down and get my head together. For sure. For sure. I got to have another cup of coffee, another drink here. That's good. Coffee helps a little bit. The caffeine, I guess. Rose says, give yourself some time to calm down, Tom. I'm sure this must hurt. It does hurt very much because you did nothing wrong. That's why it hurts so much, Rose. I did nothing wrong. Steve and Ethan Carlin agree with you, Rose. They said you did nothing wrong, Tom. You did everything by the book. I most certainly did. So I was falsely accused by Facebook. I don't know why they did this, but they falsely accused me because I could see nothing wrong with my Facebook page. I could see nothing wrong with answering a friend's request, except the fact that Facebook said that I had too many friends. I reached my limit for this time. Okay, I didn't reach the 5,000 limit, but at this time, they said I had enough friends for now. And stupid me, I took the friend's request, and that's when all the trouble started. So I'll have to be a little more careful next time, I guess. Well, you know what? We're just about going to wrap it up. I'm about all talked out here. I want to thank you people for supporting me. Nice bunch of folks here. Rose, Steve, Ethan, Dave. Thank you very, very much for coming over here tonight. Rose says, get some rest, Tom. I'm going to try. I don't know if I can. And Steve and Ethan says, good luck, Tom. We stand by you. Thank you very much for your support. I really appreciate it. One more time before I leave, Fun Tower Radio, the greatest hits. FUNTOWERRADIO.com, Fun Tower Radio, the hottest hits. Oh, we got a check in here just before we're ready to shut down the show. Carol from the Philippines. Hello, Tom. Good evening. Hi to all those people here in the group, especially Rose. Rose says hello, Carol in the Philippines. And Dave from Florida says, good luck, my friend. I need a lot more than luck, Dave. But thank you for the good wishes for sure. Rose says, good night, everyone. Take care. God bless. Thank you for joining me tonight and supporting me with your good wishes. I really appreciate it. It helps knowing that you have friends that back you up. I made a few phone calls to a few people. I didn't get any answers. I got voicemail, but no one seemed to return my calls yet. I'm still waiting. Carol from the Philippines says, have a nice evening to all. God bless. Take care. Keep you safe always. And we are all standing by you, Tom. Thank you very much, Carol. I really appreciate that. I appreciate those good wishes from Carol in the Philippines. Thank you very, very much. God bless you too. Okay, we're going to wrap it up for now. And maybe the show will do something. It'll get back to Facebook. And perhaps they'll put me back on again. Dave from Florida says, good night. Have a good night, everyone. From Dave in Florida. Same to you, Dave. Take care. God bless. And have a good one. From yours truly, Tom Coss, and the Talking with Tom cut off from Facebook show for a Friday, March 13th, 2026, here on YouTube. We'll see you all Wednesday at 8 p.m., Wednesday evening here on YouTube. And maybe things will get straightened out on Facebook by that time, I hope. Gotta hope and pray for the best. Thanks, everyone. Take care. Have a good night.